This is when you get on the old Revelstoke mountain website and look at the webcams. Yeah, it looks like there's this cloud layer and then there's a cloud layer above it. I mean, actually, it doesn't look too bad. You can see some of the alpine.
Most of us fall in love with the mountains the first time we feel that rush. The rush of the wind by our ears, the rush of snow under our feet, and the rush of adrenaline through our veins. But this rush is usually happening on the way down the mountain. For Greg Hill, the descent is a small part of a much bigger adventure.
So I'm mostly known for climbing and skiing 2 million feet in the year 2010, but really my energy comes from the adventures that you can have in the mountains, and Revelstoke's got that. It's like there's a sea of mountains everywhere here. As you've seen when you get up on the mountain, you look around and it's just endless, and I've probably climbed most of those. But yeah, basically I have a thirst for adventure, and this place really quenches it, I guess.
In 2010, Greg spent 266 days climbing and skiing an average of over 7,500 feet per day across 4 countries. After logging a mind-blowing 2 million vertical feet, he's earned the distinction, in our books, as King of the Ascent.
Yeah, it's hard to explain why you'd want to climb a mountain to go ski something when you can go to the ski hill and rip a groomer and have a blast. And I like all aspects of skiing. I definitely enjoy coming to RMR with my kids and shredding around, skiing groomers and hitting jumps and just having a blast or power or whatever it is. But there's something special about when you're out in the backcountry and you just you spend hours, probably 90% of your day hiking uphill, and there's basically you're just like building this amount of reward, and then you finally get to the top and you've got like this well of amazingness, and then as you're skiing down, you just kind of savor it and drink it, and it just makes it that much more special. I've heli-skied for years and guided heli-skiing, and that's incredible. You know, there's nothing quite like it. But because you haven't earned those turns, they're great, but there's something not quite perfect about them. Whereas the backcountry turn, you put in all that effort, you've done all the avalanche stability questions and you know, made sure you're making good decisions, and then you just savor these incredible turns. truth is, we're all out there for that descent, right? There's the freedom of skiing, so if you kind of want your ski to maximize the fun on the way down, yet be easy enough on the way up. I guess I look at any sliding on snow as fun. Like if you look at a kid on a toboggan, there's like a freedom, a flying fun freedom that you get on a toboggan. And I think that's that same freedom and fun that we just get skiing, and you've got a little bit more control and you can do a lot more, but it's that same just kind of, I'm just free and having fun. And I think for me, that's what it is. I also, when I was a kid growing up in Quebec, we used to skip school a lot. And with my parents, it's a 20-centimeter day, we'd skip school and we'd go skiing. And I think for me, skiing has always felt like I'm skipping school. So it's also a little bit extra fun because of that.
Couple decades, people have been making the trip to a small mountain town with only one traffic light, tucked away in the mountains of British Columbia. There are many who call this place home, but there are very few that can claim to truly be from Revelstoke. And Chris Politsky is one of those few that are truly local, born and raised.
You know, I've loved living here. We had lots of chances to move away when I was a kid, and I never let my mom go. I didn't want to go. There was so much to do here, like from dirt biking to, you know, I remember when I was a kid, we lived in this little tiny house with this huge lot, and it had snow piles like 15, 20 feet high. And that's how I got introduced to skiing. We packed out, we shoveled out a little runway, and I'd have some skis I got from Christmas, and I would ski down that. Eventually we got into skiing on the hill here, just the local hill, Mount Mackenzie, which was phenomenal. It was so much fun. And basketball was going on and hockey and all that, but I just never really got into the team sports. I was more into skateboarding, skiing. You know, when weekends came, I was going skiing. And I stuck with that and kept skiing. It was a passion. Living in Revelstoke, how can it not be? It's in the greatest skiing place in the area, in the world. And I ended up had an opportunity to become a guide one day, and I did that and did that for 10 years. I was a guide, and just the funnest time of my life, really. Just getting paid to ski and skiing with meeting people from all over the world, and getting to ski first every run and having good food every meal. I was a bachelor, so they were cooking for all my meals for me, so it was a dream come true. there's just so many outdoor activities to do here, and they're all the best you can get. The best skiing, the best mountain biking, the best climbing. You know, there's fishing. Now with these big boats, we can go surfing here now. We've got a dam, a reservoir just up the road, up the highway. There's every sport you can think of that you can do. You can do it in Revelstoke, and it's the highest quality. It's just the mountains, the clean air, the clean water, the lack of traffic. We have one traffic light in all of town, and it's blinks intermittently. So it's great. You can in 15 minutes I can be in my driveway, and then 15 minutes later I'm here in the hill, and you can't beat that. The length of the runs, the snow quality here is as good as it gets. The temperatures are great. The town, the people is so friendly. There's so many good skiers here.
My battery's done here. You guys just want to get the chair?
Yeah, have a good day, guys. See you later.
Just riding up the chairlift with it, I ski a lot by myself, and I ride up with lots of people from all over the world. And it's amazing how many people I talk to just say, this is the best ski hill I've ever been on. We love it here. We're coming here next year. And I just hear that over and over. And it just makes me think, wow, am I ever lucky and happy to be living in Revelstoke. Depending if we can cross across to the north area, I would go to Separate Reality, but usually you can't after a big day. So I'm gonna jump into the trees along, I call it Hollywood Boulevard, back from the cat skiing days. Skiers' Right of Snow Rodeo, and get in the trees there and ski down until they open it. And when they open that rope to go across, I'm hitting Separate Reality, and I could probably stay there all day. Because there's no one there. There's no chance of people running into you. The nice spacing that they've done, the grading over the years here is great, and it's just nice soft snow everywhere. That is the best area on the mountain for me.
Holy grail. Always had friends in class, never got picked last. Still I feel like an outcast. I traveled down south, the callers freaked me out. I learned a thing or two before I came unglued. Now my graphic days are gone too.
Well, and not so specific to tree skiing, but like, let's just talk about Separate Reality, the big open bowl. You know, it's one run on the map, but there's 10, 12 at least lines in there. You ski one line, you move over 15 feet at the top, point your skis a different direction slightly, and you're skiing a brand new run. It skis completely differently.
I tread the line of worlds that won't intertwine. I live inside of circles that don't quite align. Please tread the line with me.
It shocks me every time I just move over 15, 20 feet and find a little bump that wasn't there a day ago. And now there's a little fresh hit of soft powder on the other side, but it just makes me smile the whole way down. I love skiing. I love going fast. It's something you can do legally and not get a ticket for. It go as fast as you can. The freedom you get, the speed, the rush. I love it.
I stand behind a tidal wave of men in mind to tread the line like me.
People must get sick because I just want to stop and take a picture. Like, I've seen it 1,000 times, but you never get sick of the view. Like the Mount Cartier, the views to the south when the fog layer and you're above the fog, like it never gets old. The picture when the sun pops out and you see it shining on our town, you just stop and want to take a picture. It's just beautiful. The rocks, the trees, the cliffs, it's just, I'm always looking around, looking up saying, oh, that's awesome. It's just, can't get over it. Hey, check it out. The sun's trying to poke out over there.
Around this area lived right around here. We'd seen sightings before, and we'd seen evidence when we were cat skiing. We'd seen tracks here, but this is where this cougar apparently lived, right in here.